Last year when we celebrated Holy Cross Day, as you may or may not remember, I spoke about the reason why we celebrate this day on this day, which is mainly about the setting aside of the land for the Holy Sepulchre, which is, of course, our chief church in Christendom, because it houses the location of both the crucifixion and the resurrection. And this day is also celebrated on this day because it is when the supposed discovery was made by Helena of the true cross. It's interesting, though, that on this day our gospel reading is not of the crucifixion, nor is it of the resurrection. It actually takes place in Jesus's final public statement in his ministry. So it's after this bit that we get Jesus's last discourse with his disciples, which of course then leads us into Gethsemane and then to the crucifixion itself. Now, in this time, in what we see in Jesus's last moments in his public ministry in the Gospel according to John, the people who are listening are once again trying to get at a sense of who Jesus is. Jesus instead tries to point them to what his death means. His death is meant to draw all people to Jesus. His death is meant to give us a means to live into the light instead of walking in darkness. Basically, Jesus is trying to help us to live into the wholeness that he is trying to restore us to. Jesus is trying to do the work, in other words, to bring us back to him. This is what our faith is really about. It's not about the joining of our belief with imperial rule, or even finding the cross that is the one true cross that Jesus was crucified on. Instead, it is about what God is trying to work in this world. It's about what God is trying to work in us. For that gift that God is trying to bring to us, that gift of wholeness, that gift of light, we can be truly glad and thankful.